seen, says the Spirit of God, what evil looks like. You have watched the manifestation of the demonic that has touched your culture, your children, your politics, and even those within my church. But do you hear the sound that is going out at this time across the earth? It is the sound that you hear now. It is the sound when the enemy comes in like a flood. The Spirit of God arises and He raises up. It's the sound. He raises a standard. The sound that you are hearing with your ears is my standard that is coming forth at this time as part of my release, the resetting of the earth, the removals of kings and setting up others, the unraveling of satanic agenda and those who have cooperated at this time. It is the sound of my justice. It is the sound of my righteousness, my standard. And if you would see the future and what I have promised to you, this standard that I speak of shall last, affecting this generation. For this standard shall be seen in your schools, your universities, where a standard shall be declared. We want wholesome things for our children. We want books that educate and not indoctrinate. We want the Bible. We want prayer. And God says it'll be granted to them as I have promised. And this shall be a manifestation of my standard. You have looked to the media and they have lied to you. Yet I will shake them. And those in their pride who thought that they could make a mockery out of me and my people, I shall not be mocked, says the Lord. For you will say from your mouth, where is this network? Where have they gone? What has become of them? And God says, because I have raised up a standard. And there shall be a standard that shall come in your media that will shock you. And great change will come even upon the movie screens. A standard shall be raised. Well, they will say, this is what we will do. It's Hollywood will be shaken because something else will come. And I say even greater. Because it will represent a standard that shall be seen in the area of entertainment. And you will see a standard that will be risen and raised up. That many laws that you thought were permanent, as Yeshua turned over the tables and ran out the money changers, God says, do you understand? A standard shall be raised even up in this nation, that laws that exist today will be no more and will be overturned. And there will be a standard of morality that you will begin to see that will come through the courts and the judicial system of this country. And this standard will touch your Congress, your House, as I seek to shake them. But I need you to fast, because they're counting on holding the house of cards. Let it be shaken, for this kind shall be greatly affected by fasting and by prayer, that I will raise up a standard. And yes, they mock you. They try to say to you that your forefathers did not pray or read the holy word, and they were just deists. God says they do not understand the history that they seek to rewrite, but yet they have forgotten that I am part of the history of your past, and I shall be of your present and your future. And a standard shall be raised up, that there shall be prayer, and there will be the reading of my word at the gathering of the House and of the Senate. And there shall be a standard that will be raised upon the Supreme Court, but there shall be yet another shaking that shall remove 2 and then 3. And this will be a supreme thing because of the ties and the things that have been connected has not been the standard that I say in my time of justice. And I will raise up a standard that will greatly affect the political of the executive branch. And this branch is not just reaching out to you at the Standard America, but it shall set a standard throughout the earth that for a short season shall bring a strange peace. So it'd be a calm in the earth. Is it possible? God said, you have seen evil. What does a nation look like filled with glory? This glory shall bring my standard. As men's hearts will suddenly change and communities will be shaken by my power. In businesses, some who perpetrated evil shall suddenly close. Others will open their doors and say, God is among us. And they'll use it for a place of worship. Do not think that evil is prevailing. For there is a pushback in the earth that is bringing a putback. This is my standard. Lord, we praise you.